Hello, good afternoon, guys. After a long time, I'm going to demonstrate that automating Windows local enumeration process. Why we do this automating Windows local enumeration process? Because of for the efficiency, and also it will help us to find the exploit and also the comprehensiveness. So, when you are manually gathering information about a system, it can be time consuming and there could be some error. So, the automation allows for the quick and consistent data collection process for the multiple machines. Okay. So, apart from that one, for the security audits, it aims to identify the weaknesses in a system defenses. So the automated enumeration tools can efficiently gather information about user accounts, the running services, the software versions, the helping auditors access the system security posture. Okay. So let's start with this very first task. Okay. So here you can see that this is our target IP address. So what we need to do that at first we need to perform the nmap scan. Okay, so let's start with the nmap scan. And for the nmap scanning we will do the service version. Okay, and we have also specified the ports and the IP address. Let's copy the IP address first so that it will be easy for us to perform our task. Okay. So for that one, we can see that our WinRM port is open on the target machine. Okay. So our next task is to gain the access. Okay. So we can gain access to the target system by authenticating with WinRM. Okay. And so this can be done through the Metasploit module. So in order to save our time, what we can do that we have given the target machines the credentials and everything. So let's start with the Metasploit framework console. Okay, which is known as MSF console. So let's type MSF console. Okay. And let's type use WinRM. So after loading this specific module, we will need to configure the module options, more specifically the target IP options. So okay. So what you need to do that we need to type set our host. Okay, and then the IP address which you have copied. Okay, so now we will also need to set the username and password options to be used for the authentications. So in this case, the password and ID, password and the user ID and the password is already given. Okay. So the username is already over there. So let's say the user ID is administrator. Okay, so now we need to set the password as well, and the password is Tinkerbell. So the final option that we need to configure in this option is it is a force underscore various. Okay, we need to make it true. So now we can now execute the module by running the command. You can type exploit, you can type run. So let's type run option here. So it will take time, so let's wait for a few more minutes, and then we will see that the successful execution, there will be successful execution of the metadata session. Okay, as you can see that there is a successfully migrated to SVC code.exe at anti-authority system. Okay, that means we have now gained access to the Windows system, and now we can begin the process of automating local enumeration of the system. Okay, so how are you going to do that? So for that one, let's see, can type sysinfo. Okay, so that you can get some information. See, it's a server Windows 2016, and the architecture is x64. The language is English, US English. The domain is a work group. Okay, so you got everything. So now we have obtained the metadata session on the target system. We can leverage various post-exploitation modules to automate the enumeration of this important information. So to begin with that one, we need to put our current metadata session on the background, so which can be done by typing the background command. Okay, so let's type the background command. Okay, so the first module we can explore is the WinPrivs, that means Windows privilege. Okay, so for that one we need to type that use WinPrivs. Okay, so after loading this module, we also need to configure the module options by typing the show options. Okay, so let's set the session at first. Okay, this is session number 1. Okay, we need to add this one as a session number 1. Okay, so now we can run this module by running and run command. Okay, so as you can see now in our terminal that this module has enumerated the privileges of the current user that you have access to on the target machine. Okay, so it will provide you with the useful information like whether the user is an admin, whether the user UAC is enabled or disabled, something like that. Okay, so you can also get this information from this one as well. So let's do one thing. Let's go for the another module which can use, which is a enumeration logged on user. Okay, that means that we need to enumerate a list of currently and the previously logged on users. Okay, so how you gonna do that one? So for that one, we need to get into the module that is logged on users. That is the module name. Okay, so let's start with the session. Session 1. Okay, so now again type the run command to see the action. Okay, so here you can see that this module has enumerated a list of currently and the previously logged on user as well as with their respected CID. Okay, see, you can see this one, the current logged on user and the recently logged user. So they have enumerated this sort of information. Okay, so now what we can do that we can also check if the target system is a virtual machine or not. Okay, so how you gonna do that? There is one module which the name of that module is check VM. Okay, so for that one we need to type check VM. Okay, so again set the session and then click on run. So here you can see that it is showing that this is a Zen virtual machine. Okay, so we have identified that it's a virtual machine. Okay, so another important enumeration module now I'm going to talk about, that is enum applications module. These modules, which is going to enumerate a list of installed application or programs on the target system. Okay, so let's do this one. So let's type this use post Windows gather. You can use, if you type GA and then press the tab, it will automatically write the whole sentence. Okay, so you don't need to type anything. So enum and applications. Okay, so again we need to set the session number 1, and then what we can do that we can click on run. Okay, so as you can see that now this module enumerates of the list of applications. Okay, that's they have the driver, the AM tool for Windows, SSM agent and everything. Okay, so now what we can do that we can also utilize another modules which can enumerate a list of computers connected to the same LAN. Okay, that the target is a part of. Okay, so for that one what we need to do that we need to type the same thing, use post Windows and gather, and then we will do this in computers. Okay, again set the session 1, click on run. So it's showing that this module, this one, it reveals that the target system is not a part of any Windows domain. Okay, so now I'm going to use another modules which is known as the enum patches, the whatever that applications we have installed. So it will provide the information about the patches and everything. Okay, set session 1 and then click on run, and see you here This modulus enumerates a list of installed patches and updates with their respective hotbox IDs and when they were installed. Okay, this is the hotbox. This is the the hotfix IDs, and this is when it was installed. Okay, so now what we are going to do, we are going to so far we have explored how to use the Metasploit modules to automate these local enumerations on a Windows target machine. Okay, so let's start with the one module which is known as JAWS, that is just another Windows enum script. It's an open script PowerShell script designed to help the penetration tester. Okay, this one, so identify the privilege escalation vectors on a Windows system. So in order to use this script, what we need to do, that we need to copy the script. Okay, so let's open the script at first. Okay, so there is no internet in this one, so what we can do, that we can type that let me type the repository so that it will be easy for you to understand. So I have copied the repository name, so what you can do that. Okay, so this is the repository name and everything. Okay, so now we need to view the script in a raw format. Okay, so how you going to select your raw format? We need to click on raw. Okay, so now you need to select everything by pressing Ctrl A. Okay, and now what you need to do, that you need to copy this one. Okay, for this copy, let's go to our lab. Okay, so for this lab, okay, what we can do, we can need to press a Control Shift. I think it's Control Shift and Alt. Okay, see, this is the clipboard you have received. So now what you need to do, that it's already copied from this one, so we need to copy as well. Okay, and then we need to open a text editor. So here what we can do, that we can open a text editor. Let me paste this one. Okay, it wasn't copied, so let's do one thing. We need to copy this one, so let's open a notepad. Okay, Okay, so here you can see that we have copied this one. Sorry, it took so many times. I mean, it took a couple of minutes for me to copy and paste it. So because there was an issue with the copy paste option. So okay, so let's save it. Let's save this one in our desktop. Okay, the desktop one, and the name should be JAWS enumeration, because this one was the PowerShell script, so we will write it in a PS1. Okay, so let's save it. Okay, good. So now we can navigate to our metadata sessions, and okay, so let's navigate to our metadata sessions. Okay, and what we can do that, so now what we will do that, we will navigate navigate to the C drive. Okay, so for that one, so let's say so now what you need to do that, normally for this one always try to save those things in a temp directory. So if there is no any temp directory in here, so what you need to do that, you need to create a temp directory. Okay, the temporary directory. So we will type mkdir here, the temp, and let's go to the temp folder, and then we will upload it. Okay, so what was the name? We put this one. So see, here you can see that it's already uploaded. So here what you can do that, after uploading this script successfully, now we need to spawn a command shell sessions, which can be done by running the shell command. Okay, so run the shell command, and now let's go to the directory. So here you can see that we have already, it's copied the JAWS enum.ps1 script is run and set to the visual. Okay, so now what you need to do that, we need to write one thing. So PowerShell execution, so this one. So to execute the PowerShell session with the Windows command session, we need to type that PowerShell PowerShell.exe. Okay, and then execution policy, and then we need to bypass this file, then we need that output file, which is in a text file, text format. Okay, so the output file name, it will be JAWS enum.txt. That means whatever the information that will gather by this tool, it will directly save it to the JAWS enum.txt format. Okay, so that we can use it in later on. so let's press enter. So it's gonna take some time, so no need to worry about that, whether this tool is working or not. It's gonna take some time, so just wait for a few minutes. Okay. And once it is downloaded and gathered everything information, then you will see the notifications, so then you can generate all this information. Okay. So it's taking time, so just be patient, and then it will gather all this information. So the reason behind we did this one, because we don't want all this information in our command prompt, so that it's gonna take time to analyze all those information, right? So what we did that we are trying to save it in our text format, so that we can go this process by one. Okay, that is the reason we actually gave that command, that bypass and that output file name. Okay, so just wait for a couple of minutes, it's going to be finished, then we will get all these reports and everything. Okay. It's taking time, so no problem at all, we can wait. So what it will do, that it will actually the output file will generate a lot of relevant information about the target system. Okay. Because that one, because which will also save our time, because normally for that one we need to type this module one by one, but with that GitHub repository, the JAWS, it is quite easy to get all this information, and then it will be saved in a text format, so you can go through this from the very beginning till the end, then you can find all this information. Okay. We need to give it a few minutes to go through this process and everything. Okay, so we just need to wait. And so meanwhile there are a couple of options that we can take as well. If you want to note it down, this process, everything, you can go for it. So it's taking time. Okay, so just wait for it. See, now everything is completed. So what you can do that, let's go to our the root directory. Okay, let's see. So now what we can do that we can download this file. So let's type download Joe's enum .txt. Okay. So we need to exit this one, and let's download this file Joe's enum.txt. Okay, so it's downloaded. So what we can do that, so now we'll try to open it. Okay, so let's go to the root folder. See, we have downloaded this one. So now you can see this, all this information about this administrators or the usernames and the groups. Okay, so this is the user ID, then the network information and the stat information, everything. Okay, so the host file content, the process, all of the things that you can see now it has generated. To save this one. Okay, it can all, I mean, it has also generated the services and everything, the install program, the install patches and everything. Okay, so it's done everything. So yes, that's all for today class. So I hope you like the video.